The topic is ventilation. What is ventilation? Ventilation may be defined as supply of fresh outside air into an enclosed space or the removal of inside polluted or toxic air from the enclosed space. Ventilation is the removal of all vitiated air from a building and its replacement with fresh air. Outside fresh air enter in the room or building. That is the ventilation. Ventilation may be achieved either by natural or by artificial means, artificial or mechanical ventilation. Ventilation is necessary for the following reasons. First, creation of air movement. Second purpose, prevention of under accumulation of carbon dioxide. Third, prevention of flammable concentration of gas vapors. Fourth is prevention of accumulation of dust and bacteria carrying particles. Fifth purpose of ventilation, removal of smoke, odor and foul smell liberated by the occupants. Sixth is removal of body heat generated by the occupants. Next purpose is prevention of condensation or deposition of moisture on wall surfaces. Dampness, remove the dampness. Eighth is prevention of suffocation conditions in conference room, committee halls, cinema hall, big rooms, etc. These are the some purpose for ventilation. Functional requirements of ventilation system. From the point of view of human comfort, ventilation system should meet the following functional requirements. First is air change or air movement. Second, humidity, control humidity. Third, quality of air, and fourth is temperature. Four factors for ventilation. First is air change and rate of supply of fresh air. In an enclosed space where people are working or living, air has to be moved or changed to cause proper ventilation. If the rate of air change is less than 1 per hour, there will be no ventilation. 1 per hour means total volume of room is 1. So total air change equal to volume of room in 1 hour. That is 1 per hour. Less than 1 per hour, then there will be no ventilation. While if the rate of air change is more than 60 per hour or 60 times air change, inside air change 60 times in an hour from outside air, that is 60 per hour. This is the very high rate. It will cause discomfort to the occupants because of high velocity of air. In case of high velocity, then high rate change of inside air. Cross ventilation is provided to increase the rate of air movement in a naturally ventilated building, while fans etc. are used in case of mechanically ventilated buildings. Natural ventilation through only doors and windows, only windows and somewhat doors. Second is humidity. Air contains certain amount of water vapor in it. Relative humidity is defined as the ratio of amount of water vapor present in the air to the amount of water vapor of the air were saturated at the same temperature. This is the relative humidity. For higher temperature, low humidity and greater air movement are necessary. for removing greater portion of heat from our body. Third is quality of air. The ventilating air should be free from impurities, odors, organic matter and inorganic dust. It should also be free from unhealthy fumes of gases such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide gas, etc. Air containing less than 0.5 milligram of suspended impurities per cubic meter and less than 0.5 percentage per million of sulfur dioxide is considered to be clean and does not require further treatment. Air within the room containing 0.06 percentage of carbon dioxide may be considered vitiated, but with 0.09 or 0.1% it becomes stuffy and unbearable. Fourth is effective temperature. It is desirable that the incoming ventilating air should be cool in summer and warm in winter before it enters the room. The general temperature difference between inside and outside, this is the important term or important condition for the good ventilation. The general, for the good natural ventilation, it is the necessary. The general temperature difference between inside and outside is kept not more than 8 degrees centigrade. The common values of effective temperature in winter and summer are: in winter 20 degrees centigrade and 22 degrees centigrade in summer. System of ventilation. System of ventilation may be divided into two categories. First is natural ventilation and second is mechanical or artificial ventilation. Natural ventilation is usually considered suitable for residential buildings and small houses, but it is not useful for big buildings, offices, conference halls, auditoriums, large factories, etc. Mechanical ventilation is the one in which some mechanical arrangements are made to increase the rate of airflow. It results in considerable efficiency of the persons using the building. First is natural ventilation. In this system, ventilation is affected by doors, windows, ventilators, skylights, and other openings in the enclosed space. The rate of ventilation depends on two effects. First is wind effect and second is stake effect. So, general rules of natural ventilation. The following general rules of natural ventilation. First is inlet openings in the building should be well distributed. Inlet openings mean windows. Well distributed and should be located on the windward side at a low level. And outlet openings or ventilators should be located on the leeward side near the top, so that incoming air stream is passed over the occupants. Second is inlet openings should not, as far as possible, be obstructed by adjoining buildings, trees, signboards or other obstructions, or by partition inside in the path of airflow. Third rule is greatest flow per unit area of opening is obtained by using inlet and outlet openings of nearly equal areas. Window area and ventilator area should be equal areas. The window direction is quite variable. The openings may be arranged so that as far as possible there is approximately equal area on all sides. equally distributed window on all walls. Fifth is natural ventilation occurs when the air inside a building is at a different temperature than the air outside. Ventilators can also be provided in roofs, as for example, cowl, vent pipe, covered roof, and ridge vent. Sixth rule is windows of living room should either open directly to an open space or to an unobstructed facing on open space. In places where building sites are restricted, open space may have to be created in the buildings by providing adequate courtyards for ventilation. This is the some rules for ventilation. And first ventilation is natural ventilation through door and windows and ventilators, and second is mechanical ventilation or artificial ventilation. It is provided in those circumstances where satisfactory standards of ventilation in respect of air quantity, quality, or comfortability cannot be obtained by natural means. This system is costly, but it results in considerable increase in the efficiency of persons under the command of the system. There are some types of mechanical ventilation. First is extraction system. This system is based on creation of vacuum in the room by exhausting the vitiated inside air by means of pressure propeller type fans or exhaust fan. Provide exhaust fan. The outlet is arranged within a quarter of a meter of the ceiling on the opposite side of the room from which air enters. The extraction of air from the room permits the fresh air to flow from outside to inside, either through turbine tubes or even through a window. This system is more useful in removing smoke, dust, odor, etc. from kitchen, latrines, industrial plants, etc. Second type of mechanical ventilation is plenum system. In this system, fresh air is forced into the room and the vitiated air is allowed to leave through ventilators. The inlet is selected on that side of the building where purest air is available. The incoming air, which is mechanically forced into the room, is passed through a fine gauge screen or filter. In summer, this also results in cooling of air. In winter, the air may be forced through a battery of hot water tubes and be ventilated before being forced into the room. This ventilation system is costly but is used for factories, conference halls, theaters, big offices, etc. Third is extraction cum plenum system. This is an extension of plenum system in which extraction fans are used for the exit of the vitiated air from the room. It is adopted where the delivery of fresh air is either sluggish or where it is desired to discharge vitiated air containing obnoxious fumes as from kitchens, latrines, or various manufacturing processes in especially isolated areas. And fourth is air conditioning. This is the best system of artificial ventilation in which provision is made for filtration, heating or cooling, humidifying or dehumidifying, etc. Thus, creating most comfortable working condition. So, this is the ventilation and factors for ventilation, rules for natural ventilation, and types of ventilation. Thank you.